But you can become a member on the YouTube channel or send in super chats. Kmart became a member on the YouTube channel along with Accordo 44. Thank you both for becoming members on
My
the YouTube channel. I
desire
greatly appreciate
is to
y'all
leave the
doing that.
fire.
Brad Wentz with a $5 super chat says, hey,
I
Rick,
give
I'm trying to get some LSU
thanks
tickets now because I won't be
for
able to
its
afford them.
grace,
If you can't afford them,
but
that's
I'm
fine.
done with that place. My longing is now belonging. I take joy in this time, for I know it's my pride. From slavery I departed, and before I started my own cleansing reign, I knew there'd be pain, mind and body impure, but my heart was so sure to leave all behind would lead me to find not better the best, and in that I rest. Now I emerge from the flame, and I hold my new name. And my prayer is thanks for the air. No more ash and no smoke. I can breathe and not choke. My existing now about living with purpose. I'm outbound and new love to be found. From slavery I departed, and before I started my own cleansing reign, I knew there'd be pain, mind and body impure, but my heart was so sure to leave all behind would lead me to find not better the best, in that I rest. Now I emerge from the flame, and I hold my new name. Just had to wake up and drink from that cup till all was all healed and completely filled. My light, it was dim. I did nothing, it's Him. I was offered all grace and eternal my embrace. Now my fate is take down the gate in my life. No more wall, heart and soul is for all. My reworking is about serving. Give my best, yes, for you, for myself and God too. The power of the sea exists within me. Its pulse won't stop and fills every drop. Like waves we all move, here and there a crash, occasionally calm and then in a flash we seem yet alone, and it's a curious thing. But connection's still there, as together we'll sing. A symphony of sea rises as we come together as one, yet individually free. No need to look to the one when we are the one, not the whole, just a part of this glorious heart. Separation's unreal. There's no way to not feel. You are me and I'm you. We are many, not few. The power of the sea exists within me. Its pulse won't stop and fills every Why should I worry about storms or a flurry when I'm the very hands that built up the lands? Don't call me a story, I'm the infinite glory, and as real as it seems, these are merely my dreams. No need to look to the one when we are the one, not the whole, just a part of this glorious thought. Separation's unreal. There's no way to not feel. You are me and I'm you. We are many, not few.
imaginary. Lighthearted, no longer part of the world. That's right. Gravity doesn't exist for me, baby. Everything is imaginary. True. All right. That's how we are right now. That's a perfect song to get started with the Rockets game. That is, Gravity is Imaginary. It's perfect. 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 That's a song that I wrote several months ago. I've got the game pulled up on my monitor here. Rockets are in their jumpers and their warm-ups. Warming up. Warming up in their warm-ups. Anybody in the live chat yet? Not quite yet. Got 3 people listening in. Thank you for being here. Very soon, I expect to see 3,000. Do make sure, absolutely do make sure that you share the channel with your friends, your relatives, your frenemies, everybody you can possibly think of. Whoever makes you most emotional, even those you really, really can't stand. The ones that you really dislike, I hope you don't hate anybody, but if you do hate them, send them this video, send them this live stream. Even if you like it, you can say, listen, I can't stand this guy and this channel, and because of that, I thought you might love him. And if it's somebody you love, somebody you really like, you can send it over and say, hey, listen, if you really love me, if you really like me, you will watch this guy. You will subscribe and support what he's doing. By the way, just to let you know, while I'm thinking about it, I am absolutely looking for sponsors. I don't really need many sponsors, and I don't need a huge amount of money. It doesn't take much dollars. It doesn't take much dollars. It doesn't take many to support oneself while in Japan, because the dollar is so much stronger than the yen. The yen is weak and the dollar is strong. So a decent amount of dollars can go a really long way, does go a really long way for me here. And recently I'm in a position where I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to be able to keep doing my channel, if I'm going to be able to keep this apartment. This apartment only costs me about, let's see, it's a total of about 30,000 yen. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's not. 10,000 yen is not even $100. It's more like $60. So you could say $240. Okay, so basically, oh wait, 110, no, 180. I'm sorry, my maths is off. I was adding too much. $180 a month is how much this apartment costs me. So if you add up my medical bills, my medical expenses. By the way, I've got 3 medical expenses. I've got 3 medical payments every month. One of those is $60. The other 2 are $120 and $180. And one of those is almost paid off. I just realized that when I went to the hospital yesterday, I made a big payment. I didn't want to make such a big payment, but I'm really trying to get out from underneath it, because in the near future or next year, it's possible that I might need the hospital services more often. And if I don't owe them any money and I've paid off everything that I owe the hospital, that really helps out, because they can trust me to come to the hospital and get treated and pay off my bills. And if they see that I'm consistently paying off my bills, then when I come back to the hospital in the future, they will always treat me. They won't refuse you in Japan. They do want to see your insurance, and if you don't have insurance, they don't like that, and then they let you know, hey, listen, if you're paying cash, you need to pay. If you don't have insurance, you got to pay cash, and you understand that. And if you say yes, it's fine. But the hospital has been so good to me. The people there, everybody. There's not a single person in that hospital who has treated me poorly. And one of the kindest people, okay? One of the kindest people is actually the guy that is responsible for talking to me about my payments. And, I come from the US, so I'm used to people calling me all the time. If you owe the hospital money, if you owe any creditors money, of course they're going to hound you all the time. They're going to be constantly calling you all the time and wanting to know, hey, listen, where's my money? Where's my money? Where's my money? Got my money? Got my money? For those of you who've seen the Family Guy episode where Brian owes Stewie money, it's kind of like that. That's how they are. They just hound the mess out of you. And you can tell them all day long, hey, listen, this is an expense for cancer treatment. I'm fighting cancer and it's difficult for me to pay that. They really don't care. But here in Japan, they absolutely do understand that. And at the hospital, they'll say, are you able to pay on your bill today? If you say, I really can't. I can pay for today's visit, but I can't pay my bill that I owe until later, maybe a couple of weeks later. They'll say, okay, thank you for telling me. And then they just let you go. And the guy even speaks English too. I can speak enough Japanese to communicate with him. So even though 私の日本語はまあまあです. Even though my Japanese is just so-so, I can still communicate with him enough in Japanese. However, he still communicates with me in English. He's very, very kind. And yesterday I made a payment of about $120, which is 20,000 yen. And right now I now owe 24,800 yen to completely pay it off. So I basically owe about, just under $100. I'm sorry, under $200, just under $200, approximately $200. And then I'll have that bill completely paid off. And that is owed directly to the hospital. And my credit to them will be zero. I will owe them nothing. But I have 2 credit cards that are maxed out because of medical payments and hospital visits and medicine. I owe a lot more on those, but those payments are higher, basically. One is about twice the amount of my normal monthly hospital payment. The other is 3 times the amount. So basically $120 and around $200. But anyway, the reason I'm telling you this is because right now viewership is really down for my channel because of the transition over to football and basketball. My shorts are doing really well. I kind of feel like I should just make shorts all the time. I should stop doing live streams and just make shorts every day. Because I had a short really take off the other day and it got over 140, 150,000 views. I made about $30 on it. It just keeps going up. More and more people are watching. It's only a 17-second clip. And it seems like those do the best. When I put a lot of effort into a clip that's like 1 minute long, I don't get as many views. Maybe 1,000 to 2,000 views normally. But when I do a clip that's like just one moment, one action, and it's very short, less than 20 seconds, I tend to get a ton of views, anywhere from 5 to 10,000 all the way up now to almost about 150,000. That's the first time I've ever had a video go so high. But $30 for that many views is not a lot. It's not a lot. For a short, it is. But I've never had a video get that many views. But to be honest, getting $30 a day, if I got $30 every single day for my channel, that would be enough to keep going. It's not much. Think about it. It's not much. But $30 every single day on average for my channel would be more than enough to keep me going. Because I have that plus my small disability together. Excuse me. And that's another thing, the cough that I have. My doctor said there's really nothing he can do for it because it's my lung metastasis is aggravating my lungs, and that's what's causing me to cough. That's what he thinks. So that's why I have to keep muting the microphone. I mute the microphone a lot. If you guys and gals don't realize that, I mute the microphone a lot whenever I'm live streaming because I cough often. I just don't want to disturb all of you with that, you know? Cheerleaders are dancing. The Utah Jazz cheerleaders are dancing on the court. Many of them are just too thick for me. Too beefy. They got a couple pretty ones out there. No, I'm not saying that none of the girls or many of the girls are not pretty. It's just to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not attracted to every single woman on the earth. Can you imagine being attracted to literally everybody? That'd be a funny movie, wouldn't it? If you're attracted to everybody, or at least every woman, if a guy is attracted to like every woman, how difficult will that be to decide who you want to date? And how difficult would it be to stay with that one person, you know, if you're attracted to everybody all the time? As soon as you meet somebody with a better personality, you're going to be like, you know. All right. Got about 9 watching. Thanks for being here. We're almost at the tip-off. Welcome to the game. I do have a poll in the live chat. If you have a moment to check that out, you can click on it. We'll get to that a little bit later. The tip-off is about to happen, so let's get this on. Shingun on the tip-off is not able to get it. Jazz ball. All right, let's go. Let's go Rockets. Utah gets a three-pointer off for their first shot. It's missed. Durant with the rebound. He lobs it out to Shepard. 11:35 in the first quarter. Thompson with the ball at the top of the key. Dribbles over, hands it off to Shingun, who tries to make a pass inside. Shepard was inside, but he had to try to save it. Utah gets it back as a turnover. They jack up another three. It's off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Smith, who gets out to Durant on the other side on a fast break. He misses the layup. No foul called. That looked lame. Sorry, KD. And Utah gets it quickly back down to the other end for a layup. It's 2-0 Jazz. Get the first 2 points, but the first 2 points should have been KD's. Thompson with the ball over to Shingun at the top. Hands it off to KD. KD comes around. Tosses it to the wing. Bad pass. Another turnover. 2 quick turnovers already for the Rockets. 3 out of 4 possessions for the Rockets now. 2 turnovers and a missed layup. Utah gets the ball inside. Backs up for the jump shot. Misses it. Rebounded by Thompson. Good rebound. Smith brings it up on the far side between the legs. Goes into the lane. Spin around. Hands it off to Shepard. Shepard to the top. KD. Over to Thompson for 3. Misses it. Utah bringing the ball down. 2-0 with 10:20 left in the first. Pretty slow game. Wide open under the lane, or under the basket in the lane. Shepard comes in to stop it, but he gets called for the foul. Nurkic, I believe. Big guy versus little guy. Shepard took the hack, but he got a little bit of arm. First free throw of the game. Yusuf Nurkic misses the free throw. Got one more coming. At the very least, make sure you leave a like on the live stream. Those of you who stick around and listen in for a long time, even if you can't actively listen, having it playing in the background really, really helps my channel. The more watch time, the more watch hours per person, the more they show it to other people. The second free throw is also missed. Thompson brings the ball down. 2-0 Jazz. Thompson goes inside, backs up for the jump shot. Breaks it off the back of the rim. Shingun with the offensive rebound. Oh, alley-oop to KD. He has to pull it down, tries to put it back up and in, and misses it. Jazz fast break down the other end to get the dunk. Terrible transition defense there. Thompson quickly brings it back down to the other end in the lane, throws it out to Şengün, who has the three-pointer wide open and misses it off the front of the rim, rebounded by the Jazz. It's 4-0 Jazz, 9.5 left. This game's looking really bad so far. George misses the shot. Durant grabs it, throws it to Thompson. Thompson over to Shepherd. Over to Şengün on the near side. Back to Shepherd. Shepherd goes inside. Back to Şengün for another three-pointer. This one's good. Nothing but net. Finally, the Rockets are on the board, 4-3. They're down by 1. Jazz have it at the top of the key. Thompson on defense. Ooh, what in the world's going on there? They call a foul on Jabari Smith as his guy is trying to get around Markkanen. Is trying to get around him. Loose ball foul. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Utah will retain the possession, bring it in. They jack up a three-pointer immediately, and it rattles around, misses. Good rebound by Şengün. Oh, look at that. Nice. Thompson sees a path all the way to the goal and just takes off, drops it in, gets the foul. He'll go to the line for the three-point play. Man, he was just coming down the court nice and slow, and then suddenly, right as he passed half court, he realized the lane was open, and he just took off, got all the way to the basket. Terrible defense there by the Jazz. Rockets have the lead 5-4, and he makes his free throw. It's 6-4. 8:41 left in the first. Come on, Roquetto. Is that a foul? Defensive foul called on Şengün in the lane. That's 3 fouls on the Rockets already. 2 of them defensive. Markkanen is going to go to the line and shoot free throws. He makes the first one. 6-5. Rockets. Oh, it's only 1 free throw. They take it out on the side. Jazz get it into the lane. Terrible shot. Breaks it off. The Rockets manage to get the rebound. Shepherd over to Şengün. Şengün to the side, to the near side. Smith for 3. Nice. Knocks it down. 9-5. Rockets up by 4. Looks like they shook the rust off finally. Three-pointer shot by the Jazz is good. 9-8. Rockets up by 1. Thompson brings the ball down, goes inside the lane, fakes him up. Oh, he had it. Why didn't he shoot? Goes out to Smith for 3, misses it. Jazz with a rebound. What in the world was Thompson thinking? He faked the crap out of the guy. He went soaring and he had a wide open layup to make, but he passed it out. Markkanen tried to dunk it, missed it on the other end. Rockets go back down to the other side, and Şengün gets the foul in the layup. Lazy defense there on the transition by the Jazz. And that was the H-Town punish. That was great. Nurkic got the foul. It was a good move by Şengün. He went into the lane and he just rammed right into him and made the layup. Şengün deliberately went right into him because Nurkic was still moving. Makes the free throw. Nice. 12-10 Rockets. 7:28 left in the first quarter. Hey, Brendan, I see your comment there. Jazz get an easy layup inside the lane. 12-12. Brendan, can't talk and chat, not feeling well. Stomach virus. Freezing cold in a heated house. Oh, man. Stay bundled up. Stay warm, bro. Jabari Smith misses the three-pointer in the corner. Rebounded by Şengün. KD goes in the lane. Jump shot in the foul. He's got it. Nothing but net. That was beauty. That's the Kevin Durant almost guaranteed jump shot He's got to be shooting that over 90%. That's his shot. Very difficult to guard him on that shot. He's already almost 7 feet tall. And when he moves in the lane and does a fadeaway jumper, how can you guard against that? If you're not behind him, you can't stop it. 14-12 Rockets, 7 minutes left exactly. And Durant goes to the line to shoot a free throw. But yeah, Brendan, I wish you the best. I completely understand what it's like to be sick. And, you know, right now in my condition, I grew up always loving the cold, but right now it's difficult for my body to stay warm. Durant actually misses his free throw. So 2 of 3 on the free throws today for the Rockets so far. Jazz are going to fake the three-pointer, go into Markkanen. He rolls it up, misses it, gets his own rebound, misses it again. Rockets get lucky there. Durant into the lane to Smith, who shoots up the jumper. Boom, baby, knocks it down. Beautiful. 16-12 Rockets. 6.5 left here in the first quarter. The Rockets seem to be slowly turning it on. Another three-pointer jacked up by the Jazz. Gets his own rebound, puts it up and in for 2. Come on, somebody's got to be there for that rebound. Kevin Love, I think, made that shot. 16-14. Shepard over to Thompson. Thompson hands it to Şengün. Şengün to Shepard. Shepard at the top. Backs up. Gets double-teamed. Moving screen on Şengün, and that'll be 2 fouls on Şengün here in the first quarter. Timeout called. We're going to have a little break right here. We're going to have a little break, everybody, with the Rockets up. (16-14). As you can see, I haven't been shaving. I got quite the amount of hair on my face. This is not a girl magnet in Japan. I would say probably about 150 years ago, maybe 200 years ago, this would be very attractive, you know, to have hair on the face. But Japanese girls have changed so much. Now it's like, you know, they want nothing. Oops. They want nothing on the face. Let's take a look at the scores around the league, shall we? I think we still got some other games going on. Let's see. 30 seconds left. Wow, the Bucks and the Wizards are very close. 124-122. Washington leading that game with about 30 seconds left. That's getting really close. And man, if 123-124 looks like the Bucks just made a free throw. Man, can you imagine? I mean, Washington's what, 2-18? Is that right? 2-10. I'm sorry, 2-10. They need a win, that's for sure. Miami way over their opponent. Who are they playing? The Clippers? Yep, 114-82 at the end of 3. They're destroying them. Indiana is down to Cleveland, 108-126 with about 8 minutes left to play in the fourth. Detroit beat Atlanta 99-98 just by 1 point. The end of the third quarter, Charlotte is over Brooklyn. I'm sorry, losing to Brooklyn 88-82. Chicago, with a minute and a half left in the third, is beating Orlando 85-80. First quarter, Denver is up 23-11 over Dallas. I expect them to increase that lead. Dallas not being a very good team right now. Phoenix is not going to start until a little later. It's going to be a late game. All right, let's get back to the Rockets game. Jazz with the ball. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. 16-14 Rockets. He brings it in the lane, gets it to Markkanen. No, that's not Markkanen. It's somebody else. Gets an easy drop in right under the rim. Terrible defense. 16-16. Durant on the near side in the post. Backs it in. Passes it to Smith in the lane, who loses it. Jazz get it, and they're fast breaking down the other end. Blocked. Blocked by Jabari Smith, and he runs right into the padding under the basketball goal. Jabari hasn't gotten up yet. He hit his head hit his face right in the padding at the base of the goal, and they call it a late foul on that block. Oh, he got hit in the face. That was wow. They called the foul on Jabari Smith, the foul on Jabari Smith, but he got elbowed right in the face. And good, the Rockets are going to challenge that. They're going to say that was an offensive foul. I'm sure that this one's going to be overturned. George was the one going up for the shot, and when he went up, he used his right elbow to hit Jabari Smith right in the face. And then they ultimately called the foul against Smith, but there was no foul against Smith. He got nailed in the face by George, and the Rockets were like, no, screw this crap. So they called a timeout to challenge, and I am certain that they will get it. Only a fool would not see that. That was flagrant. That should be a flagrant offensive foul coming up shortly on the Utah Jazz. To give you an update, Washington beat Milwaukee 129-126. They pulled it out. Congratulations, Washington. You got your third win. They're now, 3-10? Is that right? 3-10? It's hard to see on my screen because it's so small. Let me open it up on my full-size screen. Maybe I can see it a little better. We're on the commercial right now while they're checking it out. Oh, you're back in Osaka. Hey, Glenn. Good to see you. Ohio to you. Welcome back. How was Okinawa, and did you get anything done there? Chicago and Orlando are now tied up 85 all with just a few seconds left in the third. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. Whoa, no. Washington's 2-16. Holy cow. Congratulations, Washington, for getting your second win. My gosh, it must be terrible to be a Washington fan right now. Feel sorry for them. Rockets did win the coach's challenge. Rockets with the ball. Şengün has it. Out to Holiday, who's now in the game. Smith is on the... Oh, nice move by Şengün in the lane. The spin around, and he lays it in. 18-16 Rockets. Beautiful play. Oh, that was funny. George tried to make some fancy dribbles, and he lost the ball, but his teammate got it. He goes inside and gets the layup. He got lucky. Shepard tosses it over to the near side to Durant. Durant tries to go baseline, doesn't get it. Tries to go around the pick, then back to the baseline. He's double teamed. Throws it over to Şengün. Şengün goes inside. Throws it out to Durant. Wide open for three. Knock it down. Yes, nothing but net, baby. Good play by Şengün. He drew a triple team and left Durant wide open. It looks like he stepped on the three-point line, though, so it's 20-18 Rockets. Durant gets the rebound, but he's fouled immediately. Şengün pulls him up. No, that's Shepard. Shepard pulled him up. 4:25 left in the first quarter. I think the Rockets need to be I think you've heard me say before, you've heard me say many times, the Rockets need to be scoring at least 30 points in every quarter. Şengün inside, back out to Shepard, back to Shepard. They're passing around too fast. I can't keep up. It was Shepard, Durant, back to Shepard. He missed the three-pointer. Jazz have it. George with the ball. Back to George. Tries to go inside, loses control of the ball, jacks up a three-pointer, misses it. Kevin Love on the rebound, doesn't get it, and is fouled on the rebound. Looks like that's going to be on KD. No, they're going to call it on Shepard. That's 2 fouls on Shepard now. 3:47 left in the first quarter. Cyber Monday, eh? What's Tuesday here? They had some sales over the weekend, but I didn't buy anything. Because of the Thanksgiving holiday in America, I celebrated by going to a couple of places that I really like and having some good food. But other than that, I also watched a movie. That's right, I watched a movie. I had some good food. And that's about all. I've been planning to go to the onsen, but I've just been too busy. I've got a problem with my van right now, so I'm trying to get that taken care of. And I've been just trying to find a place that can look at it and assess the repair. Both free throws are knocked down by Love. It's 20-20. 3:44 left. Holiday brings it down. Over to KD on the near side. He lobs it over to Şengün. Şengün backs it in, gets close to the lane. They're going to call a foul. It's on George. George is pleading his case there. KD will go to the line. He's now 1 for 2 for free throws. Makes that one. 21-20 Rockets. Rockets have 1 free throw and then we'll take the ball out. George was arguing about that call, but nothing comes of it. Except the Rockets get a point. Holiday has the ball now. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Over to KD. Turns around and realizes he's open, but doesn't have time to do anything with it. Back to Şengün. Less than a second left. He makes the jump shot, the fall away, and a foul on George. Another foul on George of the Jungle. He is so ticked off. Oh my gosh. That was hilarious. Şengün actually tosses it up with 0.2 seconds left on the shot clock, makes the fall-away jumper, and gets the foul. That was hilarious. And it was against George. That guy is really steaming right now. 23-20 Rockets. Here comes the free throw, and he makes it good. 24-20. 3:18 left. Come on, Rockets. Let's get her done. Collier has the ball. Goes in, then back to the top. Love has it. Goes around the right side, looking for his man. All the way over to Markkanen. He takes the jump shot, nothing but net. 24-22 Rockets with less than 3 minutes to play. KD with the ball on the near side. 14 seconds on the shot clock. He works it around to the other side. Finds Şengün in the lane. Oh my gosh. Alley-oop to Thompson, who dunks it down. Beautiful. All the way back down on the other end. Transition defense was bad. Markkanen had the layup. He missed it, but Okogie is in, and he was called for the foul. That was just beautiful right there. From KD to Şengün and up in the air to Thompson for the alley-oop dunk. First free throw is missed by Markkanen. I've been calling him Markkanen, but apparently it's Markkanen. That's the way they're pronouncing it. Brutus says, go Rockets. Go Rockets. Welcome in, Brutus. Good to see you. The Catio was 2/3 finished, and I will be returning to Okinawa the weekend to finish that project. Complete 3 cats to Okinawa mission that I came to Japan for. You're crazy, man. Come to Japan just to move 3 cats to Okinawa and set that up. That's insane. KD with the ball at the top of the key. Rockets up by 3, 26-23. Three-pointer. He misses it. Might have forced that one. Didn't need to take that. It could have worked for a better shot. Jazz with the ball. They decide to shoot a 3, and they make theirs. But he was wide open. They left him out there, so he just shot it. It's tied, 26 up. Thompson with the ball. Looking for a man. Gets it to KD. Cuts inside, but there's nobody there. KD spins inside. Fakes everybody out of their shorts. And just rolls it in. But it looks like it's tapped in by Thompson. 28-26 Rockets. 1:35 left in the first quarter. Is that Searcy? Is that his name? Over to Love. Back to Searcy. No. Love fakes the three-pointer. Stopped by Capella. Over to Filipowski, who takes a big dunk and misses it. Just bangs it off the back of the rim, but there's a foul called. Looks like the foul's on Durant. He took a big old tomahawk dunk. I don't know about that foul, man. It looked like that was nothing but ball. He went up with one hand. Durant got his hand on the ball, and it messed up his dunk. But they call him for the foul, so he's going to shoot a pair at the line. Makes the first free throw. Hey, George, good to see you. Let's go Rockets indeed. That's funny. I see a family, a man, his wife, and their kid. His wife and his kid are wearing Rockets uniforms, and he's wearing a Sonics jersey. Are you kidding me? The Sonics? Why are you in Utah wearing a Sonics jersey? Makes the second free throw. It's tied up again. 28-28. KD with the ball. Drives inside. Takes the fall away jumper and misses it off the front of the rim. Just came up a little short. Jazz bring it quickly back down to the other end. Rockets get back. Now they're in the lane. And a nice pass off to Love, who makes the layup. Now the Rockets are down 30-28. They established a lead, and they were building a lead. Then they let them come back. Now the Jazz have the lead. Thompson with the ball, looking at the clock. 10 seconds on the shot clock. He starts to bring it inside. All the way into the lane, and he lays it up and in. Beautiful cut over move, just kind of a crossover. Went in, and now it's tied up at 30. Whoa! Thompson blocks it at the other end, but the Jazz get the ball back and are fouled on the putback. So they'll go to the line again and shoot more free throws. Thompson with 9 points in the first quarter, 4 for 6 on his free throws. Field goals. First free throw for the Jazz is good. Shepard coming back in the game with 28 seconds left. Shingun back in the game. Capella and Okogie will go out. Second free throw coming up in just a moment. Rockets might be aiming for a three-pointer with just a few seconds left. That's the way it looks. Thompson with the rebound. My guess is that's the strategy. Try to run the clock all the way down as much as possible and take a three-pointer. They got all their best three-point shooters in the game right now. Durant with the ball at the top of the key. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Oh my gosh, alley-oop by Shingun to Thompson, who lays it in, just drops it in. Rockets by 1, 32-31. Jazz get a shot off, but it's blocked. Wow, Thompson with another freaking block. Sensabaugh took a jump shot. Thompson stuffed it. He got it back and tried to shoot it again, but that shot is waved off by the refs because the shot clock was already down. And that's the end of the fourth quarter, or the first quarter, the fourth quarter. Can you imagine a game 31-32 at the end of the game? That'd be terrible. At the end of the fourth, that'd be nuts. Wow. Well, the Rockets do get the lead back, but just barely by the end of the first. By 1. They got to their 30-point mark, but unfortunately, they let the Jazz score 31. That's nuts. Why did they let the Jazz score so many points? Did the Jazz actually score 30 points in any quarter the other day? Let me take a look. Take a look at that game they played yesterday. Okay, the Jazz actually scored 33 points in the fourth quarter in yesterday's game, but they didn't do that in any other quarter. In the first, they scored 21, then they scored 27, and then 20. But then they scored 33 in the fourth. Now, granted, they were down by a lot. They were basically down by 30 points in the fourth quarter, and the Rockets started bringing in their third-string guys, I guess you could say. And so it became a little bit easier for the Jazz to score. But if not for that, they never would have scored 30 points in a quarter. But today they score 32. No, I'm sorry, 31 in the first quarter. That's no good. Let's see here. A friend of mine said, I have no interest in basketball. And I said, basketball told me the same thing about you. Interesting. On the road, the Rockets are 8-2, 120.8 points per game. 7 games, scoring 120.8 points per game. Shepard with the jump shot, misses off the front of the rim. Capella with the rebound, leaves Shepard open for 3, again off the front of the rim. Come on, man. Shepard can't be cold. If Shepard's cold, that's no good. Markkanen with a long three-pointer, misses it. Last touchback by Nurkic. I actually have a friend in China whose name is Nikki, and I call her Nurky. I think it'd be hilarious to give her a Nurkic jersey because it sounds like a foreign version of Nurky. Thompson with the ball, looking for a way to go inside, pulls up for a jumper off the back of the rim, rebounded by the Jazz. That's 3 misses in a row for the Rockets. 2 jumpers and a three-pointer in this quarter. That was kind of an obvious call coming there. Markkanen right under the goal, fakes. 3 Rockets go up, and he gets clobbered. He'll go to the line, shoot 2. Got about 14 viewers right now. Thanks for being here. Let's try to get that up higher and higher and higher. A little simple thing that I can ask you guys and gals as Markkanen sinks his first free throw and ties the game at 32. Even if you are too busy to actively listen to or watch my live stream, as long as you keep it playing in the background, it helps the channel a lot. That's a simple way you can help out, and I appreciate that. Thank you in advance. Jazz with the lead now on that free throw, 33-32. Thompson with the ball. Hands it off to Reed. Shepard for a three-pointer and knocks it down finally. 35-33, Rockets with the lead. 10:45 left in the second. Here at the Delta Center, Utah. Jump shot from the baseline is nothing but net. Bailey sinks it, ties the game at 35. Shepard with the ball, looking for someone to pass to. Thompson is wide open for a three. Bad miss off the front of the rim. Jazz get it, and they're going to bring it down the court. At the baseline, are you kidding me? An over-the-back foul by Thompson. Markkanen had posted himself up right underneath the goal with Thompson behind him. So they tried to throw it in, and there was a loose ball foul on Thompson for reaching over. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Jazz have it. 7 seconds. They take a three-pointer from the corner. Missed. Okogie with the rebound. Thompson brings it down. On the near side. Goes to Okogie at the top. He pulls up for a three-pointer. Rattles it off. 3 of 12 from the three-point line today. Nurkic with the three. He bangs it off. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson gets it all the way down into the lane. Throws it out to Holiday for a long three-pointer, and that one's banged off. Rockets now, because of so many misses today, they're now number 2 in the league for three-point percentage made. They were number 1, but now they are number 2 because of so many misses. Game's tied at 35. Foul by Nurkic. Looks like a moving pick. That'll be a turnover. 9:29 left. Jabari Smith is back in. Shepard sits down. Thompson has the ball. Tries to go over to KD, who almost... No, I'm sorry. That's Capella, who almost loses it. KD's taking a rest right now, actually. Thompson pushes it in, has the easy jump shot, and he misses it from the foul line. Wasn't even close. 5 of 10 now from the field. 9 minutes left in the second quarter. Bailey with the ball at the top. Goes inside, takes a fall-away jumper, and it was going to be an air ball. Markkanen taps it in. It looked like an alley-oop, but it was just a terrible shot that Markkanen grabbed and put in. Smith with the ball. Draws a double team on the near side. Goes around. Takes the jump. Jump shot, a fall away, but he's fouled. Misses the shot. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. The Rockets are down right now by 2 points. If he can knock these free throws down, he'll tie it up. 37-35 with 8:36 to play. Thanks for joining, everybody. Make sure you leave a like on the live stream. First free throw is up and in. I do have a poll up right now. So far, I have 8 votes. Where do you think our Rockets will end up this season? At least 50 wins, at least 54, at least 58, or at least 63. Take the time to vote if you have a moment. Jabari Smith's second free throw is in. Game's tied, 37 up. 37 up? 37 up. 7 points now for Smith. Jazz with the ball. Love. Back to Clayton. Goes inside. Gets a layup and a foul. Are you kidding me? High off the backboard. They let him drive all the way inside and get the high backboard layup. He goes to the line to shoot a free throw. Come on, Rockets. Let's go. I'll probably close this poll at halftime, so if you have a moment before halftime, to vote in the poll, make sure you jump on it. Free throw's good. Jazz up by 3, 40-37. Smith back to Thompson in the lane, gets it knocked away, and they call a foul. Miahiolik, I think, committed the foul. These names get harder and harder to pronounce. Thompson will go to the line and shoot a pair. Shingun gets ready to come back in the game. First free throw is missed. Shingun in. Capella out. Next free throw's in. 38-40. Rockets down by 2. Long three-pointer, bricked off the back of the rim. Jazz get it back. Clayton goes inside, gets another layup up and in. That's twice. Twice in a row they've let Clayton go inside and make a layup. Three-pointer by Holiday on the other end. Rattles it down. A flusher that time. Boom. 41-42. Jazz by 1. Seven and a half left in the second quarter. Jazz take a shot from the corner, and it's good. That was a 3. Nurkic for 3. Utah now has matched their biggest lead of the game, 4. It's 45-41. Man, the Rockets are really looking not good in this game. I was expecting them to really to be all over the Jazz today and destroy them, but the Jazz are just 5 points away from being at 50 points, and we still have 7.5 to go before halftime. I think it's safe to say that the Jazz are going to get more than 60 points, are going to have more than 60 points by the time halftime gets here. The way the game is going right now. And if the Rockets going to let the Jazz hang around and get 30 points a quarter, that doesn't bode very well. That means that the Rockets starters are going to have to play a lot and going to have to really play their butts off in order to keep them in this game. If they don't improve their shot percentage, stop being so soft on defense. 1 second, I'll be right back. Gonna go heat up some water. Take me a few seconds. Go Rockets. funner than I thought. Jazz with the ball under the goal to get the easy layup. As soon as I come back, that's definitely not what I want to see. 47-43. Rockets are down by 4. Holiday takes a 3 and misses it. Jazz get it back. I've got the worst possible water kettle here. It's not mine. It's the one that came with the apartment. It doesn't work half the time, so I had to put the water on the stove to heat it up with gas. Three-pointer by the Jazz in the corner is good. 50-43. Jazz are up by 7. Come on, Rockets. Stop messing around. Holiday brings the ball down. Şengün at the top. Over to Durant in the corner for 3. It's no good. No rebound. And nobody in for the offensive rebound. Everybody was just running back on defense. Nurkic over to, is that Love? He goes in for the layup. He's going to go to the line. Holiday with the foul. The Jazz will shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is in. Shepard comes in. Okogie's going to go out. Jazz are 3rd in the NBA with field goals made per game, 22.2. They already have 15 attempts tonight, 11 of 15. They make the second free throw. They now have a 9-point lead over the Rockets, 52-43. Shepard with the ball over to KD. KD goes inside, takes the jump shot. Nothing but the back of the net. 45-52. 5.5 left in the half. All the way out to the corner. Terrible three-point attempt there. And Smith tries to go on the fast break, gets it stolen away. Another three-point attempt from the corner. That one rattles off again. They're going to say that Durant was fouled. That was funny. Nurkic complains about that because he was saying the ball went off of KD and out of bounds, but he was holding Durant. Can't do that, bro. Rockets down by 7. Shepard with the ball to Şengün and then KD at the top of the key. Inside to Şengün, who goes up and lays it in. Gets the foul. Nurkic was trying to say that Şengün was using a forearm bar, but he never did that. He put both his arms straight up. That was obviously a foul. Jazz will not review it because Nurkic was just making stuff up. He's living in fantasy world. 47-52. Here comes the free throw from Şengün, and he misses it. Rockets not doing too hot from the line. 7-10. They should be at least 80%, I think. Jazz get the ball inside. They have to toss it back out. Clayton again drives to the rim. This time, Şengün is there to toss that crap out. Out of bounds. Jazz ball with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Yeah, Brendan, you never know. Just take it easy. Shot clock rolling down. Markkanen shoots it up from the baseline, and it's good. 54-47. Jazz are up. Thompson with the ball on the near side. Throws it over to Şengün. He almost loses it. Spins around, goes inside. Nice alley-oop to Thompson, who came flying in from the baseline, and it's nice, easy dunk. 54-49 Jazz. Shepard on the D, and he can't handle it. His man gets all the way inside and lays it in. That's a mismatch right there. KD with the ball. He goes over to Şengün, out to the wing. Smith for three. Rattles it off. Rebounded by the Jazz. 4 Jazz on the rebound, and Thompson was the only Rocket in there trying to get an offensive rebound. And they let George go all the way in and dunk it down. Absolutely terrible. I don't recognize this Rockets team at all right now. Thompson goes all the way to the rim and dunks it down with 2 hands. That quieted the crowd down. They were really excited about that one-handed dunk, but that one by Thompson was just awesome. Down by 7. Utah with the ball. Clayton goes in, misses the layup. I'm surprised they didn't call a foul. But they get the rebound and an easy lay-in. 60-51. Rockets down by 9. Şengün tries to go inside, doesn't have it. Shepard for 3. Knocks it down. Nice. 54-60. 2:50 left in the second quarter. Go on, Rockets. Traveling foul. They're calling traveling on George. Shepard was guarding him. He picked up the ball, and I think he switched his pivot foot. I think that's what he did. He was pivoting off of one foot, and then he started pivoting off the other foot, and they immediately called a travel. Can't believe it. They actually called a real travel. Hard to believe. Rockets get the ball down by 6, 60-54. Maybe they can knock down a 3. Draw this within 3. Got about 18 people listening in right now. Thanks for being here. Let me go grab my water. It should be ready. I'm guessing it's ready. 1 second. No, it's not quite ready yet, but I decided to toss in a few tea bags. I've got a big pot of water on the stove, and I tossed in 4 peppermint tea bags. So I figured, why not just go ahead and make a whole pot of tea at one time? You know what I'm saying? Got a message from my daughter. I'm so happy that I was able to talk to her. I haven't talked to her in over 2.5 years. And we were finally able to talk several times since a couple of days before Thanksgiving. All right. Back in the game. Long 3-point attempt missed there. Rebounded. Out to Shepard for another three. Missed that. Thompson with the rebound. Couple of offensive rebounds. Şengün has it under the goal, but he doesn't have the shot. Out to Smith. Goes inside to Şengün. 5 seconds on the shot clock. He gets hit. And they're going to call that out of bounds on Şengün, but the problem is he got fouled. He got shoved. They don't contest it. Should have. Utah gets the ball in the zone, and they call an offensive foul as he runs right into Şengün. Ooh, elbow right in Şengün's face. Right under his chin. Şengün with the ball. Hands it off to KD, who loses the ball. Terrible pass by Şengün. And an alley-oop on the other end. George dunks it down. 8-point lead for the Jazz. 1:44 left in the second quarter. Come on now. Quit playing so sloppily. Be pros. They're calling a blocking foul against George again. He's getting really upset. Man, this guy always freaks out. Every time he gets called for something, he freaks out. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? The refs are like, come on, man. I don't want to hear it. He just rammed into Durant. the commentator said that's Kevin Durant. You're not going to get that pulled. KD goes to the line. The Rockets are in the bonus. He rattles the first one down, 55-62. Rockets down by 7. That was funny. 3 fouls for George. George of the jungle. Watch out for that tree. No, wait, that's not a tree. That's KD. Watch out for KD. That's what you could say. Misses his second free throw. Jazz with the rebound. George has it. Passes it to his man. Whoa! Another offensive foul. An elbow to the face. That's the second elbow to the face by the same guy. That's 2 in a row. 2 elbows to the face. Right in the side of the face with his elbow. Filipowski, twice in a row with elbows to Şengün's face. Nice steal there by the Jazz. George gets it on the other end. Called. Gets the layup up. But Thompson is called for the foul. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Or was that Smith? I thought Thompson was there on the defense. Why did they show a close-up of Smith? First free throw is in. Jazz by 8. Next free throws up and in. George now at 11 points, making both of his free throws. Thompson brings it in, or brings it down, rather. Rockets down by 9. Smith with the ball, gives it over to KD. KD goes inside, jump shot, rattles it out. Jazz with the rebound. They bring it down. George at the top of the key. Over to Clayton. Clayton goes inside, back out to George. Fakes the shot, goes inside, makes the layup. Rockets making it way too easy right now for the Jazz. They are up by 11 with 40 seconds left. Lobs it into Şengün. Şengün tries to drop it in, and he misses. Jazz bring it back down. Clayton all the way to the goal for layup. Misses it. Shepard, bring it back down. KD one-on-one goes up, lays it in. Nice. Nice. KD one-on-one against Markkanen. Lays it up and in. 57-66. Rockets down by 9. 10 seconds left in the quarter. In the half, even. Whoa! Thought that was a travel by Clayton. Markkanen has it. He's going to take the spin around jumper, and it's good. 1.2 seconds left. Not much time to shoot it. Shingun is going to have to throw it down from the other end and completely misses the goal, but, I mean, it was a full court shot. What can you do? Utah by 11 at halftime. This game is a joke right now. I can smell my tea brewing in there. I think that means it's time to go get my tea. I'll be right back, everybody. It's halftime. I forgot to ask, are my sound effects... Oh, my sound effects are off. Ah, that's right. Let me see if I can turn this up. Can I... Okay, I see. I'll be right back. Rockets down 68-57 at halftime. Utah is just basically kind of doing whatever they want to do, and the Rockets missing too many shots. They're missing a lot of three-pointers, too soft on defense. Other than the three-pointers, they're just kind of making the same mistakes that they usually make, especially on defense, just letting the team drive all the way into the goal, make layups. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab my tea. I forgot the lid to my cup. Can't forget that. See the steam coming out of the little hole there. I'm going to let that cool down a bit. It's so hot right now. It's kind of cool because I have this is my Japan Christmas, I actually have 2 Japan Christmas Starbucks cups. These are plastic, they're not expensive. I got the red one. This is the red one with the little green bear elf. This is from last year. And this one's from this year, it's green. And they had a red cup, but I didn't want another red cup. I like the green one. This is green with like snowflakes on it. And the little bear with the brown Santa Claus type outfit. And this is a kind of a burlap cozy. If the cup is too hot, you slide it right on your cup. You see? Pretty nice. It's very, very useful. I got this while I was in China, and I use it with these cups. It's a perfect match because if the water is really, really hot, you can't really hold it. But with this, you can. And you can just toss it in your bag or whatever and take it with you if you go to Starbucks and you don't want to use their paper. Or if you want to save some paper, you can just throw that on there. It's nice. But I really miss the tumblers, the porcelain tumblers in China. Those Starbucks porcelain tumblers were really nice. I collected them for a while. I had about 15. I just gave one away to my counselor at the hospital. I just wanted her to have a nice gift from me to show her my appreciation for everything she's done. She told me that they're not allowed to accept gifts and things like that. And I understand that, but I explained to her, I said, you asked me last year, is there anything in your life that you want to do before you pass away? And she said, the doctor believes that will be pretty soon. But if, whether it's now or later, what do you really want to do with your life? If there's anything you really want to do, you should do that. That's what the doctor said. You should really try to do that. And it's easier said than done because the things that I really want to do require people and money. And I don't have the right people and enough people and enough money to do the one thing that I really, really want to do. And that is to make a film, a special film, a particular film. I'm still finishing the story right now. But anyway, what I told her recently, one of the things that I really want to do before I'm gone is to give her one of my cups. It's a cup that I got in China, but I was told that basically if you give a cup to someone in China, it's like saying you'll be friends forever. And I told her that, and I said, so it's very important to me to give you this cup. And so, of course, she had to take it. She had no choice but to take it. So anyway, let's take a look at the poll right quick. I want to see the results of the poll to see what you ladies and gentlemen said. That's absolutely right. Brutus said halftime, time to get drinks and hit the restroom. That's exactly right, Brutus, and that's what I did. My tea was ready at halftime. It's mint. It's a really nice mint tea. It's a huge box that I got from Costco, but I'm trying to cut back on the amount of caffeine and coffee that I'm drinking. So the mint tea is really nice. It smells nice and it tastes nice and it's good for me. Brendan says the Rockets made the comeback for the Warriors game with Steph. Hopefully the Rockets come back again. They should be able to. This is not a team that they should have to come back against at all, you know? Okay, it's still hot, but drinkable. Whew, nice and hot. Let's take a look at the poll, shall we? We've got 13 votes. I'm going to go ahead and close the poll. Here was the poll. So where do our Rockets end up this season? 50 wins at least in the second round of the playoffs. 54 wins at least in the conference finals. 58 wins and an NBA Finals loss. 63 wins at least. An NBA Finals winner. What do you think? 54% of you thinks that the Rockets will win the NBA Finals. 16% think that they will get into the finals but lose. And 15% went with the conference finals or second round. So a slight majority think that the Rockets can actually get to the finals and win. They definitely have the ability to go to the finals and win, for sure. For sure they do. But they're going to have to really tighten up a couple of things. They got to stop allowing so many transition points and so many easy layups. They're just letting guys easily penetrate all the way to the goal, and there's no backup to help stop that layup, those easy shots. But sometimes they do. They do it. They do stop it. So it's not like they don't have the ability to recognize it and stop it. It's just that they're not always on it, you know? And they need to be. They need to be always on task. They have to always be diligent. Let me see if I can actually send a message here. I think I can. I'm going to send my live stream. Let's see here. See if we can't check out some stats from the game, shall we? Real quick. And then we'll look at some NBA scores, and then we'll be back with the third quarter starting in just a moment. Durant has 25 points. Oh, no. I knew that was wrong as soon as I read it. I'm on the wrong game. I'm on yesterday's game. Let me click on the right game, guys and gals. If Durant already had 25 points, the Rockets would not be losing, that's for sure. Okay, here we go. This is correct. Durant with 10 points, Smith with 9, Şengün with 13, Thompson with 16, Shepherd with 6. So the Rockets have 3 guys in double digits. Definitely going to have at least 2 more in double digits by the end of the game. I'm surprised that Shepherd only has 6 points. It's rather poor. Capella, Okogie, no points. Holiday with 3 points. That was 1 for 3 from the 3-point line. Rockets from the 3-point line as a team are shooting just 25%. 5 for 20. That's absolutely horrible. Even from field goal range, just their basic field goals, they're only 47%. That's still bad. Free throws are also terrible at 67%. Rebounds, just 20. The Jazz have 29. That's another area where they're losing big time. They're down in rebounds by 9. That never happens. What in the world is going on with the rebounds? I do know this. Their offensive rebounds are really terrible right now. The Rockets have... Oh, are you kidding me? 6. Just 6 offensive rebounds. Well, every time the ball comes down, they don't have anybody under the goal trying to get the rebounds. They have like 1 guy there. They've already got 4 guys going back on defense. Whatever happened to their offensive rebounding? The Rockets are just not performing in multiple areas right now. They're not rebounding the ball. They're not shooting the three-pointer well. They're not shooting very well from the field. They're shooting terribly from the free throw line. I mean, every single aspect of their game is down right now. They only scored 25 points in the second quarter, and they allowed Utah to score 37. Utah almost scored 40 points in the second quarter, and they let them score 31 points in the first. Yesterday, they barely managed to score. The Jazz only scored 30 points in one quarter yesterday because the Rockets pulled out all of their guys in the fourth, and both teams were just scoring like crazy. But before that, the Rockets' main guys never allowed the Jazz to score more than about 27 points. That's as close as they got to getting 30 points yesterday. In one of those quarters, they barely got 20. They had 21 points. So the Rockets were owning the Jazz yesterday. This is not a good team. The Jazz are 6-13. They've got a losing record at home. So how can they win? Only when the Rockets do poorly in multiple areas, and that's what's happening so far right now. Third quarter's underway, 68-57. Rockets with the ball. KD on the near side. Goes inside, in the lane. Little jump shot, nice. Nothing but net. (59-68). Rockets down by 9. Nurkic with the ball. Over to George. George tries to go in, knocks it out to the corner. Back out to the top. All the way around to Markkanen for 3, and he makes it on the corner. 71-59. Rockets down by 12. Sengun with the ball. KD takes the jump shot, knocks it down, nothing but net. 2 for 2 so far in the third for KD. He's up to 18 points. Nurkic over to the corner. Back to Nurkic. Hands it off again. Back to Nurkic. Wide open under the goal. And he dunks it down. Nobody there. Literally nobody there to guard him. 12-point lead again by the Jazz. It's like even when the Rockets score, they're just not playing defense. KD brings the ball down. Goes over to Smith. Smith goes inside over to Sengun. Goes back to KD. He loses it. Has it at the top. Gets pushed. Mikhailuk with the foul. He's pleading his case to the ref, but he's like, hey, you can't like push people and stuff. 10:09 left in the third quarter. Rockets have a 12-point lead to overcome, or 12-point deficit, rather, to overcome. 8 seconds on the shot clock. KD with the ball. Works it into the lane. Takes the jump shot. He misses that one. Rolls it off. Fade away. George brings it down. Inside to Nurkic, who loses it. Smith with the steal. He brings it down over to Thompson. Thompson goes inside. Back out to KD for a wide open 3. Oh! Short. Jazz with the ball. 5 of 21 from the three-point line. Rockets call a timeout as they let Mikhailuk go all the way to the goal. Once again, uncontested layup. And by the way, when I say uncontested layup, I mean it with every sense of the word. Uncontested. There was literally nobody there. He went right down the middle of the lane. There was nobody around him at all, and he lays it in. It's a 14-point lead for the Jazz right now. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Special shout out to my daughter who said she's actually watching right now. I appreciate you being here. I love you. But unfortunately, the Rockets are not doing so hot right now against a team that is not good. They destroyed them yesterday, and today they aren't getting rebounds. They aren't playing defense well. They're missing all of their three-pointers. They're missing their free throws. And their field goal percentage is not very good. I mean, every category, basically, the Rockets are struggling. So, you know, not looking so hot right now. Brendan says that Steven Adams is out. He played yesterday and we wrecked them. Yeah, he is out. And he's in street clothes. He's not even able to come in the game today, Brendan. Only got about 8 viewers. We've lost several viewers since halftime. I guess everybody got up to get a drink, go to the bathroom, and realize, you know what? I'm not so interested in the game when the Rockets are playing poorly, and they decided not to come back. Well, if you got better things to do besides watch the Rockets play like trash, I can't blame you. I'm going to drop an interesting poll for you guys and gals. Which is your #1 favorite? Rockets, Astros, Texans, other. Share in chat. There we go. There's an easy poll question for you. Which is your #1 favorite? Rockets, Astros, Texans, or other? And if you have other, please share it in the chat. I'd like to hear. "31 rebounds now for the Jazz and only 20 for the Rockets. Normally the Rockets have like 40 rebounds by now. That's another area that the Rockets are losing in. They're losing in every single area. They've gone to the line less. They have worse free throw percentage. They have fewer rebounds. They have lower field goal percentage. Terrible, terrible three-point percentage. Awful on defense right now. Every single category, they're just doing so poorly. It's like they have jet lag or something. Şengün with the ball on the far side, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Looking for somebody to hand it off to. Having difficulty. Şengün goes inside, throws it up to Jabari. 3 seconds on the shot clock, and there is a loose ball foul on the Rockets. That's a turnover. Rockets coaches right now looking really frustrated. I know how they feel. I've been in games like this before. When I was playing in high school, we'd play a game against a team that was not good, and if we were just sucking all around, you know. But there was one difference. I was still able to pick it up and get our team in it and win the game. We never lost to a bad team. That's because I just wouldn't allow it. Speaking of allowing stuff, Nurkic puts another ball right in, a second and a third chance for the Jazz, and they make it 77-61. 16-point lead for the Jazz. Thompson goes inside, lays it up and in. That's what I'm talking about. Be aggressive, man. Just go to the goal. Stop jacking up crap. Go to the goal. Did you see Devin Williams went to the Mets? I didn't hear about that, Brendan. What do you think about it? Jazz get it inside again. Nurkic off the glass. Luckily, he misses it. Şengün with the rebound. Smith comes down and jacks up a three with nobody under the goal. Air ball goes out of bounds. Are you kidding me? Holiday comes in the game. It looks like Smith is going to go out. Well, shooting like that, you need to go out. Tate comes in also. Shepard is out. Maybe these guys will do something. Tate was looking pretty good when he came in yesterday in the last part of the game. Maybe he'll do something. What do you want to bet that Tate scores 10 points in this quarter? Holiday might just start knocking down some threes. He wasn't looking bad when he was in for a few minutes earlier. 1 for 3. That's still better than the Rockets are shooting. Durant with the rebound on that missed jump shot. He'll bring it down. Come on, let's go. Let's make something happen. Durant with a nice crossover. Goes to the goal. Oh, he had the path to the goal. It got kind of knocked out of his hand, and it went off his knee and out of bounds. It'll be a turnover. What a beautiful crossover and fake. He had a wide open path to the goal, and it just went off his leg. 7.5 left in the third. Markkanen in the lane. Misses the hook. Not soft enough. Katie brings it down. Wow. Durant takes a forced jump shot. A little rough on that one, but he misses it. inside for a wide open layup again for Nurkic. Uncontested yet again. I think the Jazz have scored like 8 points this quarter with nobody around them. Holiday for a long three, and it's good. I told you, man, Holiday was looking good earlier. Maybe he can do something. The Jazz were up for a moment there by quite a big sum. 13 now. George out to the corner. Three-pointer off the rim. Tate with the rebound, and he brings it down. Doesn't wait. Hands it off to Holiday for another three. Oh, misses that one. Shot that one too quick. Don't be too loose with the gun there, man. George with the ball, picks it up, gives it to Nurkic. She's wide open, doesn't take the shot. Back to Nurkic, back to Bailey. Bailey for three, misses it off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound, another chance, and he makes that one. Bailey misses the three-pointer, gets the ball back, makes the second one. It's 66-82. 16-point lead for the Jazz. Thompson goes in, gets fouled. He will go to the line and shoot a pair of free throws. It looks like Smith is going to come back in with Capella. Thompson makes the first free throw. $15-point lead for the Jazz, 67-82. Thompson's second free throw up in just a moment. Şengün sits down for the Rockets. Second free throw's in. 68-82, 14-point lead. $20 points for Thompson. Terrible pass there. Nice. The defense by Thompson forces a bad pass from George. His guy can't get to it, Markkanen, and he dives for it to get out of bounds, but it gets out of bounds, so it'll be Rockets' ball. Nice turnover. 5:45 left in the third. Thompson has been looking really good this game. Really, actually, on defense and offense. He's the only guy who's looked good on both sides. Durant with the ball in the paint, fouled and gets the jump shot off, but he misses it. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Hopefully the Rockets can just keep drawing these fouls. Keep going to the line, get in the bonus. Maybe force the Jazz to take some of these guys off the court. That one's on Love. You're welcome. I see your message. Katie's first free throw is up and in. Well, people listening in, thanks for being here. Make sure you like the live stream. Toss me some coin if you're feeling saucy. Second free throw from Durant, and the Rockets have 70 points. It's a 12-point lead by the Jazz. 5:30 left in the third quarter. Love with the ball. Tate on defense. He throws it over the corner. Back up to the top to George. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Tate on defense. He throws it over the corner. Filipowski misses the three-pointer. Barely kisses the front of the rim. Quite short on that one. Smith with the ball. Over to Holiday. Durant now with the ball. Top of the key. Fires up the three-pointer. Misses it. Rebounded by the Jazz. Tate knocks it away and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Jazz ball. 5 minutes left in the third. Rockets down by 12. They didn't need that three-pointer. George got fouled as soon as he made a move to the rim on the baseline. Looks like that's against Smith. Why is he going to the line? He wasn't in the process of shooting. He makes the first free throw. Are they just handing out free throws? Well, he was going towards the goal, so we'll give him 2 shots. I don't understand that. They whistled it before he ever picked up the ball to go up to shoot. That's nonsense. Second free throw is in. Jazz by 14. Holiday brings it down. Capella with the pick. KD's got the ball. Nobody to throw it to. He goes inside all the way to the goal. It doesn't get the foul. Misses the shot. Rebounded by the Rockets, by Tate, by Capella. Puts it back. The Rockets put it back like 3 times and don't get it. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Jazz ball. They had like 4 misses right there. 4 misses in a row. A layup missed and 3 putbacks. George is wide open for a jump shot and makes it. Rockets down by 16. Holiday with the ball. 4.5 left in the third. KD. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. He goes inside, tries the jump shot, misses the front of the rim. Shot suddenly not falling for Durant. 4 minutes left. Jazz with the ball. Love wide open for a 3, and he makes it. This game is terrible right now. 19 points. The Rockets are down by 19 to the Utah Jazz. With less than 4 minutes to play in the third. Holiday in the lane. Misses the jump shot. Rebounded by Tate. Out to Smith. He tries to go inside. Doesn't have it. Holiday for 3, and he knocks it down. Good look by Smith, seeing Holiday out there on the line wide open. 73 to 89. 16-point Jazz lead. Low with another 3-pointer. Misses it. Durant with the rebound. And he gets it stripped away. They call no foul. Holiday gets it back on the miss. Tate goes inside. Looking for the shot. Doesn't have it. Has to toss it out to Holiday. Over to Durant. Inside to Capella. Capella goes up. Is fouled. Misses the shot, but he'll go to the line. Love called for the foul. $73 to 89. Rockets looking so miserable right now. It's taken them almost 3 complete quarters to get to 75 points. Capella makes his first free throw. 74 to 89. Cut the lead to 15. It sounds weird to say that about the Rockets. They cut the lead to 15. That's terrible. This never happened with the Thunder. When the Rockets played the Thunder, this never happened. They led the game basically the whole time and then barely lost. But they're losing. They've lost by as much as 19 in this game. They were losing by as much as 19 to the Jazz. Can you believe that? To the Jazz. Second free throw is in. Good. Capella makes both his. 75 to 89. Rockets down by 14. 3:05 left in the third. Markkanen back to his man at the top. Goes in the lane. Doesn't have it. Out to the wing. 3-pointer is good. Filipowski. 17-point lead. 75 to 92. Rockets call a timeout. Man, this game is hard to watch. Are they going to be able to come back from this game? 4 votes so far, just 4 votes on the live poll. Who's your number 1 favorite? Isn't it interesting? Nobody here said the Rockets. We're watching a Rockets game together, but they're not your number 1 favorite. We've got Astros at 50%, Texans at 25%, and other at 25%. It's pretty interesting. I think this is a good example of why YouTube is not doing a good job of showing my channel to Rockets fans. This explains why my Texans and Rockets viewership and subscribers are not growing nearly as good as my Astros were. When I was calling the Astros game, subscribers and chats, live chat, these were busier and going up faster. Donations were higher, memberships were higher. Everything was doing much better. But after the baseball season, the transition to basketball and football has not gone well. Not at all. The only thing that's been doing well are my shorts, especially my Texans shorts. Those are the best. Just to give you guys an idea, let me check right quick on my YouTube studio. I'm going to show you how many views I have. Well, I won't be able to show you on screen, but I can pull it up and click on my content and shorts. Right now, my #1 short in total basically has about 140,000 views. 17-second short. It has made me around $25 to $30. And I've gotten 22 subscribers from it. 22 subscribers. That's been a high-performing short. I've got another Texans short that got me over 20,000 views. Another one that got me over 30,000 views. But most of my biggest views are Texans and then Astros. Rockets shorts don't get as many. All right. Holiday with the ball. Tosses over to the far side to Şengün. Şengün dribbling it around. Got 2 men on and gets into the lane. Goes for the little mini hook. Misses it. Jazz with the rebound. They're going to bring it down quickly. Nurkic with the ball. Goes inside to Markkanen, who is fouled by Shepard. Doesn't get the shot up. He'll go to the line. Jazz by 17. Why in the world is Shepard guarding Markkanen? Defensive fail again. Markkanen with 19 points, 7 for 12 from the field and 7 rebounds. First free throw is up and in. 18-point lead for the Jazz. For those of you who are interested, did you hear about the college football drama between Ole Miss and LSU with Lane Kiffin? I mean, for a while, it also included Florida, trying to determine if Lane Kiffin was going to leave for one of those other schools or stay with Ole Miss. That finally all worked out. Kiffin is going to LSU. He's already with LSU, actually. Second free throw is in. 19-point lead for the Jazz. Thompson goes inside, loses the ball. Jazz get it. That's a turnover. 3-on-1 against Shepard. George goes up with a layup, and it's good. That's a 21-point lead now for the Jazz. 21 points. This is a game that I would have bet on if I were a betting man, but this is the reason why I don't bet. Şengün in the lane. Turnaround jumper is good. 77-96. 150 left in the third quarter. Nurkic over to George. George throws it in the lane to Nurkic with the mini hook, and it's in. 98-77. Jazz remaining up by 21 right now. Holiday with the ball brings it down. Goes inside to Şengün. He tries to make the pass over to Tate, but it's knocked away by the Jazz and out of bounds. Rockets ball. They'll take it out at the baseline. 5 votes. We got 1 vote for the Rockets. That's good. Hey, Shepard in the corner for 3. 80 points now for the Rockets. 80 to 98. 18-point lead for the Jazz. If Shepard could get hot, it'd be nice. Markkanen inside, throws it to Nurkic. Reverse layup, no good. Rebounded by Thompson. He brings it down. Goes all the way inside, all the way to the goal. Gets the layup and misses. But Okogie is right there. No, that's Tate. I'm sorry. Tate is there to put it right back in. Look at that. Oh my gosh. On the inbound pass, Şengün steals it and lays it in, gets the foul. Count it and go to the line. Holy freaking cow. The Jazz were lazy on that inbound pass. Şengün stays behind. After Tate lays it in, Şengün is just kind of standing there, and he steals the pass, puts it up and in, gets the foul, goes to the line. How great was that? 84 to 98. 14-point lead. Come on now, it's still within reach. 50 seconds left in the third. Here is the free throw from Şengün. And he knocks it down. 85 to 98, 13-point lead. The Rockets have shaved off 8 points from that lead. George with the ball, looks like. To Collier, back out to George, who shoots the three, bricks it off. Filipowski tries to hit it off of Şengün, but it doesn't work. It goes under his legs. Tate grabs it, gives it to Şengün, who goes down to the other end and is fouled as he goes up for the shot. He'll go to the line and shoot 2 more. Nice play there. Filipowski tried to throw the ball off Şengün's feet, but Şengün jumped up and spread his legs. Tate was able to grab it, and as he was going out of bounds, he tossed it back to Şengün. Şengün went coast to coast and drew the foul. Rockets are having a Filipino heritage night? Do they have that many Filipinos in Houston? Surprising. Şengün makes the first free throw. It's down to a dozen. 86 to 98. Shepard sits down. Smith comes in. Second free throw, up and in. Nice. 11-point lead. Rockets have shaved off 10 points. Collier with the ball. Is that Collier? Looks like it. Yeah, Collier. He brings it up to the line over to George. It's stolen, deflected by Tate. Holiday with the reflection goes all the way to the goal, lays it up, misses it. But Tate gets the rebound and tries to go up and is fouled. Man, these guys are scrapping right now. Tate's going to go to the line. Rockets are on a 10-0 run in 1 minute and 16 seconds. Holy cow. Tate's first free throw is in. 10-point lead. We might have this in single digits here in just a moment. Rockets have flipped it. Now they're getting fouled, making their foul shots, playing some defense, getting some fast breaks, scoring some points. Second free throw is in. 89 to 98. Rockets down by 9. Jazz get off a shot at the buzzer at the end of the third quarter. But what a great turnaround for the Rockets. In the third quarter, they're only down by 9 now, but they were down by 21 just like less than 2 minutes ago. Isn't that crazy? Less than 2 minutes ago, they were down by 21. They went on a big run. Now they're down by 9. Fourth quarter coming up, everybody. Absolutely amazing. Let's take a quick look at some NBA scores. I haven't checked the scores in a while. Games that are finished. Let's start with those. Washington beat the Milwaukee Bucks 129 to 126. Miami beat the Clippers 140 to 123. Indiana beat Cleveland. No, I'm sorry, lost to Cleveland 119 to 135. 135, excuse me. Detroit beat Atlanta by 1, 99 to 98. Brooklyn beat Charlotte 116 to 103. Orlando beat Chicago 125 to 120. Denver is losing right now to Dallas. Can you believe that? The Mavericks have come back. They mounted a comeback because the Nuggets were destroying them at the beginning of the game. I was expecting the Nuggets to be up by 30 points at the end of this game, but right now in the fourth quarter, 8 minutes or so remaining, Dallas is up by 3, 115 to 112. Didn't see that coming. Phoenix and LA are now started. They've been going now. It's in the middle of the second quarter. Phoenix up 42 to 41. Wow. A couple of surprises there that I wasn't expecting. But then again, the Rockets game also has been surprising up to this point. The day of surprises. Washington got a win. The Nuggets are behind. Phoenix is smacking it to the Lakers as best they can. Several games kind of surprising. Brooklyn's not any good, but they managed to beat Charlotte by 13 points. Not that Charlotte is a great team, but still. All right, fourth quarter. The fourth quarter is upon us. Clayton with the ball. Doesn't have anybody to go to. Finally gets a man. Love with the ball, looks like. No, that's not Love. Back to Clayton. Tries to go inside, doesn't have it. Jazz jack up a three and get it. Bailey with the three. 89 to 101. Thompson with the ball. Hands it off to Durant. Durant back to Şengün. Şengün in the corner to Smith. Smith gets inside, takes the fall-away jumper, and is fouled on his arm as he shoots. That'll be a 2-point free throw coming up. That was against Bailey. We have 11 minutes and 17 seconds to come back and win this game. Rockets down by a dozen. First free throw coming up for Smith. It's in. 90 to 101. Second free throw by Smith is in. 91 to 101. It's a 10-point lead for the Jazz. 11 points for Smith. Clayton has the ball, jacks up a three-pointer, and makes it. Are you kidding me? I don't consider Clayton to be an amazing basketball player. He just comes down and jacks up the three and makes it. Jazz are getting so lucky this game. Durant for three. Nice! Rainbow three-pointer for Durant. He comes right back and knocks down one of his own, and he preserves that 10-point lead, or he knocks it back down. Clayton brings the ball down. Over to Markkanen. It goes inside. Takes an awkward shot. Doesn't get it. Şengün has it. Over to Holiday, who brings it down. Hands it off to Durant. Durant to Şengün. Şengün near the foul line. Backs it in a little bit more. Spins around. Awkward shot, but he makes it. He was wanting to know where the foul was, but it was nothing but net. 8-point lead for the Jazz. Come on, Rockets. Markkanen back to Clayton. Clayton to Mikhailu. Love gets an easy layup right under the basket. They couldn't get their defense in there in time. Şengün tried to get over and stop it, but it was too late. 10-point lead. Calling a foul on Utah. A blocking foul against Durant. Man, that ball That three-pointer by Durant was so perfect with that rainbow that it barely moved the net. Şengün with the ball now with 13 seconds on the shot clock. He goes into lane, spins around, out to Holiday for three, misses it, rebounded by Thompson, and they're going to call a jump ball with him and Markkanen. You're going to have a jump ball between Markkanen and Thompson. Markkanen was trying to box him out on that play, but Thompson got beside him and got his arm on the ball. So good hustle there by Thompson. Here's the jump ball. Come on, Rockets. We need it. We need this ball, baby. Finally. All right, Smith gets it inside the lane off the jump ball. Şengün fakes the three-pointer, spins around a couple of times, gets inside, lays it up and in. Nice. Gives a little muscle pose after that shot. 98-106. Rockets down by 8. 24 points for Şengün. Clayton doesn't have a man to pass it to. Now he does. Gets back to Clayton. He goes inside in the lane. Bailey for three, bricks it off. Rebound by Durant. Throws it out to Thompson. Thompson 1-on-2, goes all the way to the goal, lays it up, and it's blocked off the glass. Ah! Clayton all the way back down to the other end, hands it off to Markkanen, who gets blocked by Smith. He tosses out to Thompson down on the other end, fouled by Clayton. Clayton just hacks his arms. Doesn't even give him a chance to get the shot off. Beautiful. Beautiful transition on that fast break. Whew, man, 9 minutes and 5 seconds left. Thompson goes to the line. Rattles the first free throw in. 99-106. Rockets down by 7. Hey, Uncle Strohs, how are you happy? Thank you. It's Tuesday afternoon for me right now. Second free throw is up, and he misses it. Rebounded by the Jazz. Man, we had the opportunity to cut this to 6. Come on now. Clayton with the ball. He brings it around, gets to the free throw line, tosses it back. Bricked off, but the Jazz get the rebound, and he gets another three-pointer off and makes that one. What's with these second chance three-pointers, man? You got to rebound the ball. Jazz back up by 10. Come on now. Thompson brings the ball down. Durant at the top. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Durant starts to bring it in. Goes around his man into the lane. Wide open. Nice. Running jump shot for Durant. 101-109. 8:15 left in the fourth. Bailey with the ball on the far side on the baseline. It's knocked away and stolen by Smith. He brings it down. Thompson on the wing. He goes all the way in. Oh! Smith goes up for the layup, misses it, but gets the foul. Wow. If you look at Jabari Smith's face right now, his left eye, he has a black eye. He got hit pretty hard in the face, looks like. Got a little bit of swelling there. Pretty rough game. Sinks his first free throw. (109-102). Jazz up. 8:02 left in the fourth. Second free throw for Jabari Smith coming up. Smith with the coast-to-coast, man. The steal and then the coast-to-coast. Drawing the foul. Just good playing all around right there. Misses his second free throw, but gets his own rebound, shoots up the jumper, misses it. Oh! Oh, man, that was so close. Clayton jacks up another three, rattles it off, thank goodness. KD with the rebound, 7:45 left, into Şengün under the goal. Nice mini hook with a little bit of a rainbow over the block attempt by the Jazz. Rockets down by 5, 109-104. George with the ball, doesn't have anybody to throw it to. He's trying to get it passed off. He finally gets it past to Clayton, but it's stolen by KD, and immediately Clayton gets tangled up with Durant, and they call him for a foul. Durant tried to go for the fast break there, but Clayton got him all tangled up. Rockets have a chance to cut this to 3 or 2. Okay, the Rockets are actually going to go to the line now. That's 5 team fouls against the Jazz. So the Rockets are in the bonus. KD's going to go to the line. He's got 21 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. Tack on that one. He makes that first free throw, 105-109. It's a 4-point lead for the Jazz. Man, coach is looking serious right now. That's right. Here we go for sure. Here we go, George. Screw the fakers, Uncle. That's true. Screw the fakers. The Los Angeles Fakers. Second one is down. 106-109. Rockets down by 3 with 7:20 left in the fourth. Clayton brings it down. All the way inside. Has to throw it out into the corner for 3, and it's good. Filipowski makes the three-pointer. Rockets down by 6. Holiday back to Durant. Durant will bring it down the court. Goes over to the left side, brings it in, has the jump shot, misses it. Nobody there to rebound. Jazz with the ball. They're bringing it down. 6:45 left. Nice! George went all the way inside, tried a finger roll layup. Şengün blocks it out of bounds. Good defense there. Rockets down by 6 right now. It's Jazz ball. With probably about 8 seconds or less on the shot clock. They'll inbound it in just a moment. Timeout called. And I'm going to seize this opportunity to pour myself a second cup of peppermint tea. I finally got an appointment to have somebody come do a diagnosis of my van. But they're not going to be able to get to it until Saturday. Unfortunately, my van is currently parked at Costco. You can leave it parked there for a couple of days, no problem, but it's been there since Friday. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Today's Tuesday here in Japan. My van has been there parked for 4 days now. Almost 4 days. 3.5 days, because I parked it in the evening. But basically what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go over there today and either move it somewhere else away from Costco, or I'll have to just drive it to a different parking spot in Costco. I think if I park it in a different spot at Costco, maybe that's good enough. But I can't really drive it very far. I can't tell if it's a problem with one of the pulleys, one of the belt, or it's either the belt, a pulley, the alternator, or a combination of those things, I think. But that's the best I can guess right now. Hopefully it's something simple, because I can't afford right now, I can't afford anything that's very expensive, but we'll see. Hey, check this out. That layup that was blocked by Shingun, George's finger roll, it's actually out of bounds against the Jazz. The Rockets challenged it and won the challenge. So the Rockets get the ball as Shingun blocked that ball off of George's hand. Nice. So Rockets will have the ball. They're down by 6. Holiday brings it down. 6.5 left in the fourth. Shingun at the top. Hands it off to KD. KD in the lane. Back to Shingun. Shingun brings it inside. Going to have a turnaround? Yes. Off the glass. It's no good. Tate with the rebound and the putback. It's good. 108 to 112. Rockets down by 4. George brings it around. He has a man on the right side. Easy layup. He loses the ball. It gets knocked out of his hand. Good defense there. 8 seconds on the shot clock. George with the ball at the top of the key. Goes inside and a quick little drop in by Nurkic. He makes it. That was easy. Easy. Too easy. Tate has 6 points now. 108 to 114. Inside to Durant, who drops it in almost with a dunk. That was awkward and difficult, but Durant dropped it in. 114 to 110. The Rockets are not giving up. Taken away by Tate. Shingun fakes the 3, goes inside, has the jumper, misses it. Gets the rebound out to Durant for 3. Yes, Durant for 3. The Rockets are down by 1. 113 to 114. What a good bounce. Shingun gets the rebound on his own three-point attempt. It just bounced right back to him. He hands it out to Durant. George for 3, and he knocks it down. Are you kidding me? 117, 113. Rockets down by 4 again. They were down by 1. So close. 4:45 left in the game. Shingun with the ball at the top. Hands it off to Durant. Durant goes all the way over to Holiday. 5 seconds on the shot clock. You got to figure out something. Shoot the ball. 1 second left, and he misses it. Terrible shot by Holiday. He didn't have anything, and he had to force something up. 3-point by Markkanen is good. The Jazz have made 2 3-pointers in a row. And now they're up by 7 again. Ridiculous. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left. Loose ball foul called against the Jazz. Looks like Holiday got fouled while he was trying to move around a pick. It was a moving pick. He might be going to the line. Holy crap, I gave up and left. What happened? Well, Holiday misses his first free throw. They were coming back, Brendan. They can't quite seem to regain the lead. They got right there. Holiday's second free throw. Now the crowd comes alive. Holiday makes the free throw. It's a 6-point Jazz lead with 4 minutes left. Almost 50 views. Nice job. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The viewers went way up. I just noticed that. Thanks for being here, everybody. 3:50 left in the fourth. Bailey goes inside. He's got a man under the goal. Stolen by the Rockets, but they get called for a foul. That was difficult. Nurkic was right under the goal. Bailey threw it into him. I don't know how he got so open, but that's happened so many times this game with the Jazz just getting wide open under the goal. One of several areas where the Rockets have failed so far this game. But they got to stay locked down. They got to stay locked in to get this game. 14 seconds on the shot clock. The Jazz will take it in from the side. Clayton throwing it in. They hand it back to Clayton on the toss in. Clayton backs up. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 7, 6, 5, 4. Foul on Smith, it looks like. No, Durant? Off the ball foul by Durant. Another 14 seconds on the shot clock added for the Jazz. Bailey brings it in. They hand it back to Bailey on the inbound. Clayton back to Bailey. Markkanen comes out for the pick. Moving pick? Or is that a foul against Smith? Are you kidding me? That was a moving pick against Markkanen. They call Smith for the foul. That's 3 team fouls against Houston now. Two away from being in the bonus for the Jazz. Are you kidding me? Another blocking foul called against the Rockets on Tate. That's 3 in a row. Durant, then Smith, and now Tate. That's 4 team fouls. The Rockets only had 1 team foul against the Jazz, and now they have 4 after 3 straight blocking fouls called against the Rockets. Ridiculous. 10 seconds on the shot clock. The Jazz with the ball. Clayton at the top. Thompson on defense. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Long three-pointer. Bricked off. They're calling another foul on the rebound against Holiday. And now the Utah Jazz are in the bonus. 4 fouls in a row called against the Rockets. Off the ball fouls. And the Jazz are going to go to the line and shoot free throws. Yeah, they can't have the Rockets coming back. Keith, you're right. We know who the refs bet on, is what Keith says. You're absolutely right. Jazz go to the line. George is going to shoot. He misses the first free throw. Well, that's something. Rockets are down by 6 right now with 3:13 left to play. The coach is livid. He's not the only one. Tate's going to go out. Şengün is back in. I'm going to go ahead and end this poll. We got 17 votes. 59% say Rockets. So that's suddenly changed. Astros 12%, Texans 5%. Wow. 24% is other. Second free throw by George. Let's miss it. Let's brick it. He makes it. 7-point lead for the Jazz. Just a little over 3 minutes left. Şengün brings it down. All the way in the lane, up and in. Misses the layup. And another loose ball foul against the Rockets. Backcourt foul. This game is so stupid. The Rockets played so bad for more than half the game. They started to mount a comeback in the last couple of minutes of the third quarter. They got all the way back to within 1 point. And then the refs have just started calling foul after foul after foul after foul. That's 5 fouls called against the Rockets. Non-shooting fouls in less than 2 minutes. First free throw is missed by Nurkic. Five loose ball fouls. Nurkic makes the second free throw. It's 122 to 114. 8-point lead for the Jazz. Durant has the ball at the top. 20 seconds on the shot clock. He goes inside, takes the jump shot, is called for a foul. They get his arm. He's going to go to the line and shoot a pair. 50 viewers right now. Thanks for being here. Make sure you leave a like on the live stream, please. Looks like we got about 25 likes on the live stream right now. I appreciate that. They're going to have a timeout. It looks like possibly a TV timeout before Durant shoots his free throws. Rockets down by 8. Durant with the opportunity to cut it to 6 with these 2 shots. I appreciate everybody being here. I noticed that, according to the poll that I just had, the second highest answer was other. So apparently, most of the people who are in here like the Rockets the most, but 24% of you like other. I'm kind of curious to know, what team do you really like to watch? It doesn't necessarily have to be basketball team. It could be baseball, football, soccer, whatever. Who's your number 1 favorite team? Kind of interested to know that. Let me take a look at the stats from the game so far. Durant has 28 points. Şengün has 26. Thompson has 21. Smith has 12. Shepherd only has 9. That has been what has really hurt the Rockets, I think, in the scoring area. Tate has 6. Capella has 2. Holiday has 10. I mean, think about that. Holiday has more points than Shepherd. The interesting thing, though, is that Holiday is actually shooting worse from the field than Shepherd. But he's played 6 more minutes than Shepherd. I don't know, man. I'm not so sure about that. Maybe if I'm the Rockets right now, I just bring in all my best 3-point shooters and let them just keep jacking up 3-pointers and going in for offensive rebounds. So that's my 2-part strategy. Part 1, jack up a 3-pointer. Part 2, everybody go for the offensive rebound. That should be the strategy right now. Maybe the Rockets can win by 12. Can you imagine if they did that? That'd be nuts. We are back to the 4th quarter. Miguel says, I like the Lakers when LeBron isn't in. LeBron and Bronny, right? That's my guess. That's funny. Durant's first free throw is up and in, nothing but net. 115 to 122. One of my subscribers said a while back, he said, I saw that Bronny went off for 1 point. I thought that was hilarious. He makes the second free throw. Rockets down by 6, 116 to 122. Come on, Durant with 30 points this game. Come on, guys, let's go. Merkinen, are there no foul, no offensive foul there? He just shoves Holiday down, but luckily he misses the shot. Holiday with the rebound. Or I'm sorry, Holiday, they throw it to Holiday. Şengün goes for 3, but there's a foul inside against the Jazz. It's against George, it looks like. How many is that for George? 4 or 5? Durant is going to go to the line. Yep, the foul was on Durant down low. That's 5, I believe, against George. Come on, Durant, you're the man. Shots up and in, nothing but net again. 3 straight free throws in a row for Durant. 117 to 122. It's a 5-point deficit. Come on, Rockets. This is where you show how awesome you are. Makes the second free throw, 4 for 4. Rockets down by 4. Lead change incoming. George with the ball at the top. Tries to go to Markin. Almost stolen by Thompson. He takes the jump shot and makes it. Gave him too much space. 124 to 118. KD bringing it down. Durant for 3. Oh, terrible shot off the backboard, on the side of the backboard. Jazz with the rebound. Markkanen with 26 points. Come on now, we got to play harder. Nurkic goes inside to lay it in, misses it, but gets fouled. He's going to go to the line and shoot too. The Rockets are almost out of time here. We got 1:56 left. It's getting serious. It's getting really serious right now. 65 viewers. Do me a favor, if you will, at least leave a like on the live stream. That first free throw is in. Rockets down by 7. 125 to 118. Second free throw is off. Rebounded by Durant. Over to Şengün. Şengün brings it down quickly. Goes all the way inside. All the way to the goal. Spin around. Late whistle on the foul. He misses the shot. Şengün went all the way in, backed in, turnaround jumper right by the goal. Didn't get the shot, but he did draw the foul. Very late whistle, though, against Nurkic. Two free throws here could cut it to 5. For many years now, the Astros have definitely been my favorite Houston team, but this year has been really fun watching the Rockets and the Texans play. Oh, Şengün barely gets that first free throw to drop in. It rolls around. 125 to 119. 27 points for Şengün. He misses the second free throw, and they call a lane violation on Şengün. So he wasn't focused on making the free throw. He shot that one short. I think he did it on purpose to try to get the rebound and put it in, but they called him for a lane violation. So 6-point lead for the Jazz. George with the ball at the top. George just dribbling the ball around, just dwindling the clock away. Offensive foul against Markkanen. Finally, Markkanen and the Jazz get called for an offensive foul instead of a blocking foul against the Rockets. It looks like the Jazz are going to challenge that. They said, yeah, you can't take those challenges home. May as well use it. They called a hip check on Markkanen. And we're going to have a timeout right here as they review it. Coach's challenge on that personal foul. Yeah, that's definitely a hip check thing. Yeah, there's no way they're going to overturn that. Markkanen went right into the hip of Holiday. Rammed right into him, and Holiday basically just, I mean, there's no way that's not an offensive foul. It was definitely not a pick. He just went in with his hip, and he hit Holiday's hip with his hip. How is that not a foul? I mean, I know that you might as well use your challenges at the end of the game if you have them, but when you hip check a guy and you spin him around and he falls, it's obvious that that's a foul. You can't do that crap. After review. Are you kidding me? They overturn it. So they're going to say that Jabari shoved Markkanen. They're going to say it wasn't Markkanen running into Holiday. It was Smith pushing Markkanen into Holiday. That was garbage right there. Yeah, the refs got a call from Vegas, and Vegas said, hey, man, we want that big money, so we definitely need Utah to win this game, so you know what to do. Markkanen goes to the line. He's going to shoot free throws. 1:33 left. There's no way that was not a blocking foul, and there's no way that Smith pushed him. Markkanen makes the first free throw. It's 126 to 119. Exactly, Keith. They've got money on the Jazz. The refs and Vegas have money on the Jazz. They can win really big money this game. Because I'm telling you, if I were a bettor, I said this earlier, if I were a betting man, I would have bet for sure on the Rockets to win this game by no less than 10 points. I was expecting them to win by 30 today. Markkanen shoots the second free throw and rattles it out. Thompson with the rebound. Durant brings it down. Come on, we got to hurry, man. Don't take your time. Inside to Şengün, under the goal to Thompson. Tries to lay it up and he gets fouled. Misses the shot. Gets partially blocked, but he's going to go to the line and shoot two. Filipowski called for the foul, I believe. Man, if I'd have known that this was going to be one of those, what does Vegas say, refereed games, I would have bet a ton of money on the Jazz. I would have won myself some nice coin. Thompson sinks his first free throw. That cuts it to a 6-point lead. 120 to 126. Come on, Rockets. Still got a minute and 22 seconds left. Second free throw is in. Good. 5-point lead, 121 to 126. Markkanen bringing the ball down against Smith. Hands it off. Filipowski. Filipowski goes to George. 12 seconds on the shot clock. They try to go inside to Filipowski. Fakes and gets blocked. Nice block by Şengün to Thompson. Thompson's going to bring it down. Come on, come on. You don't have time to set it up. Holiday, do something. Shoot the ball. Şengün for three. Fakes it. Goes inside all the way to the lane. Rolls it in and it's good. 52 seconds left in the game. 123 to 126. Come on, Rockets. Let's go. George with the ball, taking his time, running the clock down. And he's fouled by Şengün. Şengün wasn't trying to hide that one. He went out there and fouled him. He's going to go to the line and shoot. Kind of a double block there. And Şengün wrestles it into the goal on the other end. He got tied up and he was able to go up. I don't know how he did that. Talk about muscle. George goes to the line. Come on, man. You got to miss. You got to miss. Makes the first one. Rockets down by 4. 123 to 127. Oh, man. I would have rather them forced them to shoot because they didn't have a lot of time left on the shot clock. If you're going to foul them, you foul them early. Yeah, it was a purposeful foul that time, but I think it was unnecessary. Makes the second free throw. 5-point lead. Thompson brings it down. You got to hurry up, man. All the way inside. Throws it out. Oh, bad pass, and it's stolen by the Jazz. Thompson went all the way inside and tried to throw it out to Holiday on the wing, and it was stolen easily by George. George didn't even have to really move. That was the worst pass I've seen the whole game. And immediately, Holiday fouls him and sends George to the line, and this is where he can just put the game away, I think. 31 seconds left. Jazz are just going to have to miss everything from here on out, and the Rockets are going to have to sink three-pointers to have a chance. He makes that free throw, 129 to 123, 6-point lead. Rockets, you could say that all of the Rockets deserve to lose this game because of the way they played. Overall, they just played like trash. Second free throw is up and in. 130 to 123, Rockets down by 7. Almost 100 viewers. Just went kind of crazy suddenly. Şengün for 3, bricks it off. Thompson with the rebound, goes to KD. KD to Şengün inside, makes the 2-pointer. 20 seconds left, Rockets down by 5. Full court press. Timeout called by the Jazz. So this is where we're at right now. Both teams are in the bonus. Rockets are down by 5. 20.4 seconds left remaining in the game. More than likely, the Rockets are going to try to foul immediately and hope the Jazz miss. Foul on the Rockets incoming. Yeah, the Rockets are definitely going to be fouling. Keith, you're right. They don't have any other choice. Oh, man. Losing to a team like this is embarrassing. Losing to the Jazz is embarrassing, but how does it happen? The Rockets have scored 36 points in the fourth quarter, 32 in the first, 32 in the third, 125 points overall, 125. It doesn't sound bad, but they have given up 130 to the Jazz. They're going to inbound the ball from the side. They throw it to Bailey, who gets fouled immediately. 18.9 seconds left. He'll go to the line. How about this? Missed free throws. Rockets make a three-pointer. Come within 2 points. They foul again. The Jazz make one free throw. The Rockets get the ball back, make another three-pointer, tie it up, and go into overtime. That's the only chance the Rockets really have. But I don't see the Jazz missing their free throws. Hey, Bailey missed the first free throw. They need to miss two more. If they miss right here, they're going to call a timeout. Coach is saying call a timeout. Bailey can't take the heat. And that one's in. Rockets immediately call a timeout. They're down by 6 with 18.9 left. Yeah, it got close, didn't it, Brendan? 100 viewers almost. Thanks for being here, everybody. Make sure you leave a like on the live stream. I mean, stranger things have happened. They can still win the game. They could. They could still win the game. I can't believe it just suddenly got up there. It kind of reminds me of the Texans game. Whenever the Texans game gets close to the end and the game is really close, the viewers start going up a lot. But I haven't had that happen yet with the Rockets games. It's nice to see the view counts increasing. I appreciate you all being here. If this is your first time, you're welcome to subscribe. If you're a Rockets fan, an Astros fan, or a Texans fan, I cover all of those games. So if you can join in, subscribe, and support the channel, I'd appreciate it. It looks like we do have a few new subscribers. We're over 1530 subs right now. Thanks for being here. I really need my my lip balm, but it's in there. I'm going to have to wait. Here we go. Rockets are going to bring it in on the side. Let's see what happens. They get the ball all the way over to Smith for three. It's short. Air ball. 14 seconds, and they foul Markkanen, who will go to the line with 13.2 seconds. Yep. Jabari Smith had the three-pointer, but he airballed it. I thought for a second there that it must have been partially blocked, but it looked like it was just an airball. Markkanen will go to the line and shoot free throws. You got to miss both of these. And he makes it. 7-point lead now for the Jazz. For a guy with pink shoes beat us. 133 to 125. Rockets down by 8. Şengün with the ball to Thompson for three. It's also an air ball. It goes out of bounds. Jazz ball. So Jabari Smith and Thompson both, Thompson both get three-pointers off. Both of them are air balls. Can you believe that? I mean, the game should end that way. That's the way they played through most of the game. They played like trash. They might as well shoot it like trash at the end. And the game is over. They let the clock run out. The Rockets will lose by 8. They came back within 1 point. They erased a 21-point deficit and came back and were down by 1 point. And they lost. They wound up losing. Oh, goodness gracious. What a terrible game. But I'll tell you what, like I said, most of the Rockets deserved this loss because of the way they played. Let's take a quick look at some numbers, and then we're going to get out of here. I thank you all for joining me today. The final numbers in this game, Durant scored 32 points. Sengun scored 31. Thompson scored 23. Smith with 12. Holiday with 10. Shepard with 9. Tate with 6. Capella with 2. Okogie with 0. Field goal percentage for the Rockets today was 44%. That's pretty bad. From the three-point line, 29%. That was much lower than that, but still bad. 10 for 34. That right there was the main thing that killed them on offense, was just terrible shooting. 10 for 34, that's absolutely hideous. And 41 for 93 from the field. Terrible. Free throw shooting improved in the second half, but it wound up at 80%, and they need to do better than that. 33 for 41. Overall, as a team, it's not bad, but it was really bad in the first half. They did improve. The Rockets improved a lot in the last minutes of the game, but the last 2 minutes they sucked. There's nothing they could do. They had to just foul and jack up threes, and unfortunately, that's not a great strategy. Now, on the rebounds, they wound up with 46, and the Jazz had 50. Normally, the Rockets beat the other team by like 10 or 20 rebounds, but they let the Utah Jazz out-rebound them. How do you do that? Turnovers, 13 for the Rockets, 13 for the Jazz. Same in that category. Rockets had 8 blocks. Jazz had 4. Offensive rebounds, only 16. That's it. Usually they have more than 20, 25. I'm telling you, this is the problem. The problem with this game is that the Rockets were basically worse in every category, offense and defense, than they usually are. It was just overall bad in everything. Everything that they did in this game was bad. Now, if you look at Durant's performance, overall, it was good, except for his three-pointers. He was 2 for 7 from the three-point line, so not good. His field goal percentage was not even good. Other than that, he kept trying. He scored 32 points, but he was only 10 for 25 from the field. I mean, 5 of those misses are his three-pointers. So that's the main thing. The main thing is that Durant wasn't making his three-pointers. If he had just made 3 more of his three-pointers, the Rockets would have won this game. There are so many little things, just little tweaks, if the Rockets had done right, that would have caused them to win this game. The only reason the Jazz won is because the Rockets sucked in so many categories today. And by the time they started getting the fire under their arses, it was too late. And the Jazz were able to hold on and get the win. So the Jazz deserved to win this game because they wanted it more. The Rockets were lazy in almost everything. I mean, look at the field goal percentage. Smith was, he only shot 9 shots. He made 3. Sengun took 19 shots, made 12. Better. Thompson, 50% shooting from the field, 8 for 16. He was really good, actually, for most of the game, but at the end, he just didn't really do anything. Didn't make a single three-pointer. Shepard didn't really contribute anything. He didn't play a lot of time. They only played him 23 minutes. He was 3 for 8 from the field, shooting less than 50%. Three-pointers were terrible, 3 for 7. Tate wasn't bad. He only took 3 shots, though. He was 2 for 3. He scored 6 points. I was thinking he could have done better than that. He was 100% on his free throws, had 6 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds. Think about that. Tate had 5 offensive rebounds, even though he only played 13 minutes. I mean, he was the best. Isn't that crazy? Now listen how crazy this is. I already told you that the Rockets only had 16 offensive rebounds, but Tate had 5 of them, and he was only in the game for 13 minutes. None of the other Rockets even had 4 offensive rebounds. That's where the problem was on defense and on offense, rebounding the ball. So yes, their shot percentage, their field goal percentage was bad overall. It got better towards the end, but the rebounds were just not there today. No rebounds for Durant on offense. Jabari Smith, 2. Şengün, 3. Thompson, 3. Shepherd, 0. Tate, 5. Capella, 3. Holiday and Okogie, 0. But the thing is, Tate only played 13 minutes. How does Tate play for 13 minutes and get 5 offensive rebounds? That's almost an offensive rebound every 2 minutes. And yet, Durant was in the game for 40 minutes, didn't get a single offensive rebound. Shepherd was in the game for 23 minutes, didn't get a single one. I mean, it's a little different for Shepherd. He's not as big as the other guys. But how do you explain Thompson, Şengün, and Jabari Smith getting a total of 8 offensive rebounds? Tate destroyed everybody else on the team in offensive rebounds, even though he was in the game for basically a third of their time, of their playing time. I don't get it. Just overall bad game. Just bad. Terrible rebounding, terrible shot percentage, a little lax on defense, allowing too many shots in the paint, too many guys to drive to the goal. Terrible. Brendan says refs terrible today like the Texans game yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, Nuggets lost to a bad... Yes, they did, Brendan. I was surprised. But the Nuggets started off that game destroying them. I think they were up by 15 points in the first quarter or something. And then suddenly, I looked at the score and I saw that they lost. Thank you for reminding me of that, by the way. I'll take a look at the NBA scores and give those to you in just a moment. Brendan says, I'm glad your viewers were high today. Hopefully your channel grows more. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. The next game, by the way, before I get to the NBA scores, I want to let you know my next game. There is no game tomorrow. The Rockets will have a day off and they need it after playing like garbage today. Day after tomorrow, they'll be playing back at home against Sacramento, and then 2 days after that against Phoenix at home. So we got a couple of home games coming up. Maybe that would be nice. Sacramento, one of those games that should also be a win. Should be. The Kings are 5-16. Rockets already beat the Suns once. 11. Let's see, what was the score? 114-92. Beat them by 22 points. But you know, with the way they play today, you never know. Hopefully they get that crap out of their system today and they'll get it turned around. But I'll see you in 2 days for the Sacramento game at home in Houston. But for now, let's take a quick look at the scores around the NBA, the final scores. It looks like the Lakers and the Suns are in the third quarter with just a minute left to play. The Suns are spanking them right now, 92-73. So they got themselves a 19-point lead over the Lakers. Dallas beat the Nuggets, the Denver Nuggets, 131-121. That's crazy. Orlando beat Chicago, 125-120. Brooklyn beat Charlotte, 116-103. Detroit beat Atlanta, 99-98. Cleveland easily beat Indiana, 135-119. Miami over the Clippers, the Los Angeles Clippers, 140-123. And Washington managed to beat Milwaukee, 129-126. That was a really surprising victory right there also. But that's it for today. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate the extra viewers today, my new subscribers, whoever you are, wherever you're from. Thanks for joining. Thank you for liking the live stream. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for those of you who are hanging in there, listening to the game, even when it's not going our way. But that's how competition works. Somebody has to lose. Somebody gets to feel good and somebody gets to feel bad. That's the way competition is. But that's all for today. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. But I do hope that you enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And from Hiroshima, Japan, I'm wishing you the best. I'll leave you with one more comment, and that is, go Rockets, go Stros, and go Texans. See you in 2 days for the Kings game at home in Houston. And until then,